I don't know what else I'm gonna do though. Hope Ronnie's son
For
is
about
good.
6 years where I never had a break. Every single thing has been documented since I was, but I do feel burnt out. I've been streaming for about 6 years where I never had a break. Every single thing has been documented since I was 17. I never really got time off the internet. So I think this is good. So today and tomorrow are my last streams
Retweet.
until the subathon. Um, and the reason I'm doing
Sheep,
that
thank you for the
before we
gifted.
time off, it's not to hype up the subathon because I don't even know if I'm still doing it. I'm 99% sure I am, but I am just a little bit scared because it's IRL streaming 24/7. That's why I'm gonna have multiple security with me the whole month. But yeah, bro. I don't know. I've had a lot of anxiety, but I'm doing good. Like I'm not worried. I'm not scared either. I can't live my life in fear. This happens to way bigger people, way bigger celebrities, way bigger content creators on the daily. So I'm not like mad at it, but I do feel burnt out. I've been streaming for about six.
He has spent a lot of his life on the internet, y'all. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not something that he randomly was just like, I'm feeling. He's been feeling burnt out. Like I've had this conversation with Ron multiple times over the last few months, and he kind of just will be like, all right, you're right, and then sort of like put his mental health to the side and then keep streaming and keep streaming, and then not really take any time for himself. That's why I told him. That's why I'm glad that he's actually taking some time off and taking some time away from this. And that's what I've always told all the guys. It's like, always prioritize your own health and your mental health before everything else. If you try to like neglect those things and push them to the side and keep pushing through and keep pushing through and keep pushing through, you're gonna slowly grow to hate streaming or hate making content or hate whatever it is that you're doing because you're ignoring everything else in your life. You know what I mean? And so I'm glad that he's actually taking some time to focus on himself and his mental and grow and figure out what he wants to do and just who he is. You know what I mean? That's why, and that's what I told him too. Even when we talked about it the other day, because he has been feeling down and going through it, whatever, and he just got to chill out and take some time for himself because he hasn't really given himself that chance. You know what I mean? He's also still really young. He's really young, and he started this when he was like 16. And a lot of his life has been broadcasted on the internet, streaming. It's a lot, you know what I mean? And then people try to make the excuse, oh, he's a millionaire. You know what I mean? That doesn't meant like being off like okay financially does not automatically make you happy. I guarantee you there's people in this chat right now. There's people who are typing in this chat right now who are happier than Ron, who probably live a completely different and regular normal life and have way less money who are happier than him. They probably are because it's a mindset thing. It's a mentality thing. You know what I mean? And you would think like, oh, that's what, because you got money, because you got the car you want, because you should be happy, but it's not always that simple. It's just not always that simple. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? It takes away a lot of life's problems. It takes away a lot. Let it come from someone who has been there. You know what I mean? But nah. If you're disabled, if you're a fan of Ron, just show him some love, bro, and let him rock. Let him take some time. We're all gonna be live tomorrow for the sponsor stream we're all doing. Me, him, Jason, and Lacey, I think. But let him rock, bro. Let him chill out. Damn it, the score is still 4-3, bro. They scored 3 points. You know what I mean? But he'll be all right, bro.